Contact!
You remind me of my father. I hated my father.
Dessert. The finest cutlery, all freshly stoned.
Nick, give him your wallet.
What for?
He's got a knife.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
Since the beginning of time, Hollywood has shown us why knives are so damn cool. There's something about knives that attracts us, especially us men. The glare of the blade, its sharpness, the contour of the spine, the build quality, and of course, Jesus Christ, not that. But knives are of course the go-to tool for a lot of different reasons, whether it be outdoors, practical, or EDC. So let's take a look at the OSPREY from Forge Works. Now, before we get into the knife, full disclaimer, Chris from Forge Works, the guy that makes these by hand, did send me one for testing and review. This was several years ago. I like to take my time when it comes to reviewing stuff. I don't like to read from a brochure and make stuff up as I go. I had this knife for about, I think, 4 years. The first couple of years, it was like our everyday knife at the house. We used it to cut cardboard boxes, wires, paracord, rope. I even tried using it for some carpet to our balcony. It still holds some of its sharpness. It is still a sharp blade. Like my dad always said, it's not the sharpness of the knife, it's the strength of the hand. Yeah. So anyways, let's take a look at this knife right here. Now, the blade itself is made, from what I'm told, N690. I have no idea what that is. I think it might be steel, doesn't matter, it still holds up pretty well. It's a thick blade, so it will handle most of the stuff that you put it through. It has a really nice finish to it, which is called stonewash. I don't know if you guys can see it here on this camera right here, but I'll definitely show some B-roll. The spine is pretty straight until it curves down to the tip, and it has a really nice cutting edge to it that blends really nicely into the rest of the blade. The heel or bolster, whatever you call it right here, is not that aggressive like you see on some knives, but it still keeps your index finger where it's supposed to be for slicing, stabbing, or whatever that might get your finger out of place. Now, the handle is really nice too. It has a really nice stone texture to it. It has a really nice coloring to it as well. I think Chris offers different coloring options for the handle. The handle is made of mercata, so he says. I have no idea what that is. That's probably some super exotic wood that only grows on top of some Amazon jungle, mountain, something. I have no idea, but it looks really great. The rivets are really hidden into the handle as well. You barely see them. There is a slight color differentiation, but just beautifully made. The rock texture grip thingy, it's good. It's great. I mean, I feel like my hand won't slip even if my hands become wet or moist or anything like that, and I still have a really good grip. And actually, this rock texture goes again on top of the spine of the knife and makes you able to grip it even better from the top if you gotta apply force from that direction. There's a little loophole at the end for paracord and all them goodies. Overall, super great knife. I have no complaints about it whatsoever. Again, great blade. It comes, actually I don't think it comes with a Kayak sheet. You gotta buy this on the side, but I can't imagine it would bump up the price that much. It's a Kayak sheet. It's super simple. It works the way it's supposed to. It has some holes here again for you to attach it to whatever leg, belt, or whatever on your persons, and it has like a little flap, folded flap here for you to disengage the knife from the sheet. It has a really nice audible click when it locks into place. So yeah, really great knife. I mean, I can't say that much about knives. I don't have that deep knowledge about knives of how they're made, so I can't critique it in any way. I just know it's held up beautifully over these 4 years. The edge is still decently sharp, but it still looks the part. It looks great. If it was legal to carry a knife here in Denmark, I definitely would be carrying this one. If I was an outdoorsman, I would definitely keep this one on me at all times. Could I kill a bear with it? Probably not. Could I kill a black bear with it? I don't know, even though black bears do commit 50% of all bear attacks, so keep that in mind. But yeah, let's see, let's put it to the test with a couple of items. So one of the big nemesis a knife will face out in the wild, or you as a human being, would of course be the cucumber. The cucumber is a nemesis we will all face at one point or another in our lifetime. So this knife, let's see how it holds up with this formidable opponent. This is in no way, shape, or form any kind of phallic or Freudian slip or whatever. This is just a cucumber. If you thought anything else, shame on you guys. Shame on you. So let's see. Slice, slice, slice. Absolutely no problems whatsoever. I could probably get a part-time job with the Home Shopping Network showing off knives cutting vegetables. Or is this a fruit? No, it's a vegetable. Okay, so imagine this. You're out camping all alone. There's no one around for 100 miles. You are preparing your fireplace because you're gonna make dinner. And all of a sudden, behind you, you hear some noise in the bushes. You turn around, you're like, holy shit, what's this? Better get my knife ready. So whatever comes out, I can defend myself. And it's, of course, your worst fear. It's like the worst kind of threat you can get from Mother Nature. It is, of course, the dynamic duo, the carrot and onion. If you guys are thinking something else, you guys are something wrong with you. Shame on you. You need Jesus in your life. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry now. Yeah, no problem. So I can tell it's not as sharp as when I got it, but it still holds up pretty well. So if you're out in the wild and you gotta cut your veggies, no problem. So back in the day, before firearms were invented, knives were your go-to for self-defense, home appliances, and cutting wood. Not that you would use a firearm for most of the things, but knives been around for a long time. We've always been dependent on it. And one of the things that we always faced when we had a knife would be, would it hold up to
Feel an itch.
the sausage and tomato? So again, final test. Let's see how this knife holds up against a sausage and 2 tomatoes. There we go. Oh my God, it cuts right through it like it was nothing. Oh dear. Some of you guys watching this, did you feel it just a little bit? Did you like, you know, oh, it's so easy to cut. Wow, look at that. Oh, guess what I'm eating for dinner? Oh, wait. So yeah, still holds up against the sausage, no problem. If you're just tuning in right now, welcome to the cooking show where we're gonna make an omelet with sausages and tomatoes. We'll get to the egg part in just a bit, or not. So yeah, no problem with tomatoes whatsoever. Still sharp. And there we go. I can't really show you guys the greatness of a fixed blade. If you're into knives, you know the importance of a good blade that's sturdy and built like a tank. And it's my opinion that this knife definitely holds up very well for any kind of condition it's going to be put through. And it's balanced just like everything else in life should be.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Oh yeah, that worked. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Stay frosty. Totally forgot. I also had a banana, but oh shit. Ah, it works with a banana too. Ah. Okay, done.